Just check that's recording. Yeah.
I've been on the computer all day, my eyes. Right. Well, do you know what? You can get an awful lot in Cromarty. It's quite an amazing place. There we are. Right, that's me. Okay. Start at the top of the map. We'll just wait for Amanda. If you are at home and you're doing some spontaneous yoga, I have now got quite a few playlists on my Spotify that are rather good fun to do lots of various yoga to. So it's quite nice to put the AirPods in and just move. Oh, good question. I'll send you the link and you can try. Yeah, because I sent it out to some folk online tonight. So we shall see. Right, where are we? Stretches for the whole body tonight. Don't let the calm music fool you. And I'll always throw in a bit of core. This one's been in my head, so I have got some notes, but we'll go. And I might have to take the leg warmers off. I was frozen today. So just take a moment at the top of the mat and we're just going to connect our feet. Allow yourself just to gently relax the shoulders, grow tall in the spine. Take a breath, maybe just take a pause here. Sounds different on that device. It isn't a heartbeat, honest in the background there, in the music. Okay. Take a nice big inhale. And an exhale. Sweep the hands high to the sky. Big fold all the way down, bend the knees, draw the hips high, bring yourself to fold. Inhale, flat back, arms high. Sweep all the way back up. Hands to the heart. Inhale, lift. Sink into Utkatasana, chair. Hands to the heart. And inhale, lift here. Ooh, feel the legs. Hands to the heart. You can do little small circles if the shoulders are not allowing you. And third time, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. And then sweep all the way to the sky. Should be getting to feel warmer again. Inhale, lift. Soft arms, so you're not activating your shoulders so they're like wrenching out the sockets. And then sink, Utkatasana. Hands to the heart. Bring the feet together and the knees together. See if you can sink a little lower. Inhale. Exhale, draw the core in and let the tailbone tuck. Circling the arms. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come to Uttanasana, fold. And just take a moment stretching the back of the legs here. Remember, if your hands are not coming to the mat, you can use hands on the shin. Hands are now going to plant, soften the knees and either step or hop to plank. Gaze to the top of the mat. Take a big inhale and exhale. Draw the core in as much as you can. Lift that top body into the back body. Hands underneath the shoulders. Hold our plank here. And then very softly bend the knees, lift the hips up to the sky, downward facing dog, and walk downward facing dog out. Anchor the left foot, lift the right to the sky. And then right knee to right elbow. High plank. All the way up. Right knee to left elbow. All the way up. All the way into center. That's it, all the way up. And then return to downward facing dog. You know where you're going now on the other side. Lift the left to tripod. Left knee to left elbow. All the way up. Left knee to right elbow. Cross the body and really bring that a twist into this. All the way up. Left knee to the center. Back to downward facing dog. All the way down to our knees. Just take a little stretch gently into the hips, into child's pose. Maybe bring the hands to one side. And maybe across to the other side. Walk the hands all the way. Sweep the feet to one side. Into our boat pose. Give yourself room behind. Remember, hands can come behind the legs if you need to support you. That's perfectly fine. Shoulders relax. Chest opening. Open the hands if you wish. And we're just going to dip the toes. You can go with the music if you want. Concentrating. Always bring yourself a little support if you need. Then to hold boat, full boat if you wish. Wherever you want to play. Maybe we take it to the side. Keep the knees, the feet down if that helps, Joe. And all the way across to the other side. So you're just supporting yourself. Enjoy that twist. And then slowly roll down. And we're going to come all the way down to our back. So roll really slowly all the way down to our backs. When we're here, just feel the whole of the back engage. And what I want you to do is I want you to put your hands, palms facing down, under that lower back and press into the lower back. Press into the soles of the feet. Feel the body activate. Press the elbows into the mat. Feel the core start to fire. Isn't that great? A core exercise without doing anything. And then lift the hands up to the sky. Remember, keep those shoulders so that you're not pulling out of the shoulders. So your back is still engaged with the mat. And we're going to bring the shins to the sky and come into our little favorite little core exercise. So you could do the following. You could come out a little and hover and back up. Or you can float to the floor and allow yourself to float opposite hand back and forwards. Slowly, as if you're working through treacle. Coming back to center, so always returning, shins to the floor. Ten, 9, 8, 7, finish if you need, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees into the chest, give yourself a wee hug. And then bring the knees bent to the sky, feet on the mat. And the hands are going to, the fingers are going to point towards your toes. So I've got the sides of my hands to the side walls. And then I'm going to bring my knees, my shins back up. I'm going to inhale, exhale, peel the nose very, very slightly, still looking at the sky. And I'm going to touch one side, right hand side goes forwards, left hand side goes forwards. So a little side movement here. Keep the gaze high. If the neck feels like it's not happy, just bring the hands behind it, and you can do a little rotation with the shoulders and the neck supported. Bring them all the way down. Push the feet to the sky, soles of the feet to the sky. Grab the back of the right leg and just bring it into you and give the ankle a good wiggle. Push the right foot to the sky, opposite, left foot, pull it into you, give the ankle a good wiggle. And then rock and roll all the way up the mat and see if the feet can place and you can jump. There's a trick. Now you see you didn't watch me close enough. Some of you did.
But it still didn't work.
Bring your feet out wide, and that will allow you to come up all the way. Well done, well done. So hopefully give yourself a shiggle out. Give yourself a shake. How are we doing? Brilliant, excellent. Where are we going to go? Right, we're going to go somewhere. Where are we going? I have no idea. I don't actually, right. This is in my head and I did it earlier. Okay, inhale, lift to the sky. Exhale, fold. So when we fold, really draw that core in and then exhale on the fold. Inhale, flat back. Sweep to the sky. Now you're going to step back into warrior two to the right hand side. Nice big movement. That's it. Relax the shoulders. If you can, sink into that knee a little. We're going to push into Trikonasana. So push through the feet and lift yourself into triangle. Hover in triangle, brilliant. Push back into warrior two. Push those heels towards each other, feel the legs engage. Back into triangle. Turn, frame the foot, we're in a runner's lunge. Right hand is going to just anchor on the mat. We're going to lift the left to the sky if that's comfortable. If not, bring it to the hip. And if it is comfortable, push into that left heel and sweep. So your arm is doing some big sweeps. If it's not comfortable, please just leave the hand on the hip. Allow yourself to come facing runner's lunge. Drop the knee all the way to low lunge. Inhale, lift to low lunge. Exhale, sweep, half monkey. Inhale, lift, low lunge. Exhale, sweep, half monkey. Well done. All the way to runner's lunge. Now here, we're going to come onto this standing leg into a little half split. Excellent. Soften that knee if you need. And then draw the back leg, the knee, into the back of the shin. The calf muscle, that's what it is. And then all the way back up. And then all the way in. All the way back up. All the way back in. All the way back up. Step all the way back. Open out to warrior two. Excellent. Into Trikonasana. Back to warrior two. Frame the foot, runner's lunge. Easy twist, open towards the knee. Option here to float the hand, keep the flow. Totally up to you. You can just keep that pose static if you wish. Frame the foot, drop the back knee. Inhale, low lunge. Into little monkey split, forward fold here. Inhale, low lunge. Vinyasa or child's pose. Into plank. Hold your plank, hold your vinyasa. No fast vinyasas in this class. And then either allow yourself knees to come down to the mat to Bhujangasana, or hold this in a chaturanga push-up into up dog. Downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, I want you to press into the thumb, press into the first finger, and then all the other fingers. And then allow yourself to feel the whole hand supported on the mat. I want you to just relax the arms just for a moment, and then push the triceps together. Relax the head. Inhale, exhale, draw the core in, bend the knees and lift the sit bones, allowing a little weight into the heels. Up and over, back into plank, your choice. It could be plank or could be forearm, could be knees, could be child's pose if you want to take a moment. Take a little dip here, little plank dip, back and up. Another little vinyasa, either down all the way to cobra with the knees down, or come into chaturanga and then up dog. Your choice. Take a moment in child's pose. Come off the wrists, maybe head to the hands. Just take a breath here. Or if you want to keep totally active, come up into downward facing dog. From child's pose, bring yourself all the way up, all the way to meet in downward facing dog. Hop to the front or step into Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back. And then sweep all the way up. Nice big movement all the way to mountain, hands to the heart. If you have water, do take it. I haven't given you an opportunity yet. You're probably roasting. I'm feeling nice and warm now. No, that's good. Roll the shoulders if you need. Take a shake. Move the wrists. Brilliant. So come back into mountain. Really feel that connection of the feet. And then just allow a gentle lift into kind of as if the knees are just lifting up. Bring that feeling all the way up to the waist. Feel like the heels are really heavy and grounded. Relax the shoulders. Take a moment in mountain, maybe pause with the eyes closed. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink to chair. Hands to the heart. We're going to just rotate here, mid-back, inhale, and exhale across to one side. Could be right-hand side, it's fine. All the way back to center. Take an inhale. Exhale across to the other side. All the way back to center. Sweep all the way in. And as we do, we're going to step to warrior two on opposite side. Really nice firm fitting. Relax the shoulders, pinkies back a little. Let's take an inhale and exhale, tuck that tailbone so it's neutral underneath you. So it shouldn't be pushing out or in, it should be down the way. Sink a little into that knee if you want. If you want to try and get that thigh parallel to the yoga mat, you're very welcome to try. And then we're going to come into Trikonasana, push into the feet and allow yourself to draw yourself into triangle. All the way back to Warrior Two. Push back into Trikonasana, straightening that front leg. Don't lock that knee joint. All the way facing forward, we're coming into this running lunge position. Take a moment here, anchor the left hand and turn towards the knee. Your choice, you can take a big flow with the arm if you wish, or you can just keep the hand just on the hip. Allow yourself to face forwards. And we're going to just walk that foot so it's just a little bit underneath you. It's much easier to get up onto that standing split just by hopping onto that standing leg. Little standing split here, back leg, wherever it's comfy. And then draw a little curtsy into this. Drawing back up. That's it. And allowing a little curtsy. Drawing back up, working on the legs a bit tonight. Drawing down. All the way back up. We're going to drop down the foot, so we're coming back to that runner's lunge. Drop the knee down, sweep the arms, low lunge. And then exhale, and then sink and roll back into that kind of half monkey split. Inhale, lift, low lunge. Exhale, roll back. Let's do one more of those. Inhale, lift. Exhale, roll back. Just take a pause here. Come all the way forwards. Lift up into that runner's lunge. Let's drop that back heel, open to Warrior Two, back into Warrior Two. Again, take an inhale. Exhale and tuck that tailbone under. That's it. So stand tall. So open the chest. That's much better, Andy. Stand tall. Relax those shoulders down a bit. Brilliant. And then if you can, take your gaze over the front hand. It's a nice, powerful warrior pose, Virabhadrasana. So just, Christian, that's it. And lift yourself up out your top body. That's it. And now relax your shoulders. Brilliant. Take a moment here. Back into Trikonasana, we push through the heel and we float the hand. All the way back up to Warrior Two, sinking into the pose. Trikonasana. Frame that foot, pivot on that back foot. We're into runner's lunge. Anchor that front foot, anchor the opposite hand and lift yourself to the sky. Bring the hand to a flow if you wish, you don't have to. Back to facing runner's lunge, back to plank, and take a moment with plank here. Now we're in plank here, we can just add a little bit of extra. So you can either step toes out to the side. So you might just want to take little moments stepping. Or you can bring knees in like a little mountain climber. Or you could just take a child's pose, take a break. You do not have to do everything. Bring the knees all the way down and sink gently to child's pose. Maybe you just stack those hands so that you bring the forehead down to the hands. The forehand would just go for that. And it's only Monday. I've no hope by Thursday. So anyone coming to the Hatha yoga class, expect a twister lesson. And we're just going to bring ourselves all the way up. We're going to bring ourselves to forearms here. So forearms are just going to come to the mat. We're going to walk the knees back a little bit. And as we do, we're going to just push the hips gently to the sky, coming into a gentle puppy dog pose or a heart pose. Now, if your forehead does come to the mat, that's great. If you have a block, then it might just come to a little block. So you can get a stretch through the lower back, stretch through the shoulders. If it's too much on the shoulders, bring the hand across the way. So you've got one arm forwards and one arm across, and bring the forehead down to the back of the wrist. It takes pressure off the shoulders, remarkably so. Back up into a forearm pose here. Really push the forearms into the mat and feel that kind of pressure on the arms. Then what I want you to do is tuck the toes. We're going to dolphin. And then push the hips to the sky and walk like little straight legs, peg legs all the way. No, just push so you can keep your head off the mat. So that's cheating, we've decided. We're not doing headstand yet. But you're right, because what that would come into is a forearm headstand eventually you could do. Because you could bring your head to the mat and allow yourself to walk. And then when you get to your little headstand, start to lift up. It's possible. We can do it now. Yes. Yes. So basically you're really working on your shoulder strength here and your chest and your arms, and we're taking the pressure off the wrist, Joe, but we're still drawing that strength into the body. And then come all the way back down, walk your hands, just take a moment, bring your hands and just allow yourself to maybe shrug the shoulders, roll the shoulders. We can take a little seated cat-cow here as well. So any movement that suits you at this moment. So I quite naturally go into a twist here. If it's not comfy with on the knees, then you can come to seated pose. And just breathe into these twists and these bends. We can come also to cat-cow. So sometimes we use this at the beginning, but because we were doing sun salutations, you might wish to come into either a seated cat-cow or moving or static cat-cow. So just take some stretches that we've worked on in class. Just allowing if you're staying for yin tonight, I've got an entire shoulder practice and neck practice for you. So, and if not, there'll be the recording. And then draw yourself all the way to the mat. Come back. Give yourself room behind. Allow the shoulders just to take a moment. And we're just going to bring the hands just underneath to support us and allow ourselves to drop back. Open the shoulders. Allow yourself that open feeling across the collarbones. Coming into boat if you'd like to, Navasana, half boat, full boat, whatever you want to choose. Remember, we're partway through practice, so you might be a little bit more tired than you were at the beginning. Allowing yourself a moment. And we're going to come all the way to the mat. So if you have a block and you've got one handy, we're going to come into bridge. You can always use it between the knees. When we come into bridge and we place the block between our knees and push towards it, not only are we then activating the muscles that we're using in bridge through the glutes and the core, but we're also then starting to activate kind of the internal kind of muscles of the inner leg. So you start to work different sets of muscles. Quite interesting. I have a spare block. If anybody wants to grab it, you're very welcome. So, and you can do that with a roll down as well. So you can hug your brick and you can do a roll down. Oh, so coming down to bridge now, just for a moment, don't let the brick, if it's a cork one, take your teeth out. Okay, so don't relax your knees and it come tumbling towards you, give you a bloody nose, please. So I just say, just bring your back down to the mat and just take a moment. Allow the back to settle. Take a breath here and get yourself into a position where your feet are aligned in line with the hip points, and having the block will narrow them slightly, that's fine. And we're just going to do bridge glute lifts. So we're going to bring ourselves up into bridge and really engage the glutes. Hold and then gently release to the mat. And when you've got the block, you're squeezing in the way as well. So glute squeeze, thigh squeeze. Not shoulder squeeze. So if you've just put your shoulders to your ears, activate the arms by your side when you're lifting up. So that will stop you squeezing the shoulders into the ears, and then release. And just work here. Just feeling that engage back and forwards. And then come all the way down back, just to allow, and just pop the block down so it really doesn't tumble. And just allow the back just to relax on the mat. Bring the feet as wide as the yoga mat and just allow the knee just to come back and forwards into a supine twist. Just pausing if you wish. If you would like, bring both feet to one side and draw the knees down. Keep the shoulders in line with the body, and then and also on the mat, and then turn the head, if you wish, into a full supine twist. So just gentle with this one. You don't have to turn the head if it's too much. And you can just work one way and then come into a supine twist the other. Allowing yourself gently to roll, whatever's comfy. Circling the knees. And drawing yourself all the way up to the yoga mat. Into seated. And we're going to take the left foot in when you're there and the right leg out. Just take a little stretch here. You can just choose to be here, or you can turn just towards that, just bending the knee if you need. And you can just take a little roll down. And that's however far you feel comfy. Might be towards the toes, might just be hands behind the back of the knee. Allowing yourself to move to the other side when you're ready. A little trick is just to kind of turn a little bit towards the leg. And it just helps you, just allows you to come towards the knee. Bring yourself all the way back into seated. Maybe that leg that you've just done comes in front. Maybe you cross legs the opposite way tonight. Sneaky, huh? Lift, inhale to the sky. Hands to the heart. Inhale, lift to the sky. Come across the left hand side into a gentle twist. Keep the spine nice and long. That's it, growing tall. Inhale, lift to the sky. Exhale. All the way to the center. Just lift gently, either the ears, or another thing you can do is just very gently take the chin towards the collarbone. Just allow maybe a rolling of the head. And then gently bring back to center, take hands to the heart. Just pause here. You've done quite a bit of work tonight. Just feel both sides of the hands, both sides of the brain connect. Really centering. Allow the hands just to come to the knees. Take an inhale. And an exhale, filling the lungs and just allowing that air just to come right up from the base of the spine. So proper full breaths. And then just allow the breath just to go back to a gentle rise and fall. Hands come gently to the heart. And thank you very much for joining class tonight. I'll just switch the recording off. It was lovely to see you, Jane. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Thanks, Tanya. Bye.